Eagle fans, don't be mad at Micah Parsons and what he said about Jalen Hurts. He just gave us the greatest early Christmas present we could possibly ask for. Now, the Dallas Cowboys are exposed. We knew they were scared of the Eagles. This just confirms it. And he's going to give Jalen Hurts the MVP bulletin board material. Good luck with that.
You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play. He had an opportunity to win that game at the end. But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us. I'm upset, but the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. Yeah, we had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. So Micah Parsons just gave us the greatest early Christmas present he could possibly give. He gave the Eagles a ton of bulletin board material, and all I can say to the Dallas Cowboys is good luck on Christmas Eve, because you're in big trouble. Now, before we get into all of it, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe for daily Eagles content and for a guy that looks like Denzel Washington. And if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check, double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed. Now, before we get into the Micah Parsons situation, which everybody is talking about today, that I think is absolutely hilarious, we got to talk about something that happened this morning. And this is something that we talked about in my video last night, expecting this to happen today, and so it did. Ed Kratz says, Dallas Goedert's return from the IR took a step forward when the Eagles activated his 21-day practice window to return. Goedert said a couple weeks ago he'd be ready to play versus Chicago on Sunday. So, Dallas Goedert is planning on playing on Sunday, and I expect him to play, get some reps before that Dallas Cowboys game. This is big. This is big for us to get him back. He is one of our primary weapons. We've done a great job without him. Really, the best two games we've played the last 2 weeks, we didn't have him. So now to add him back in that lineup is only going to make the Eagles better. It'll be interesting to see how many reps he gets this week if he's limited. And, you know, I like getting a game in before, of course, that big Dallas Cowboys game on Sunday. Or it's not Sunday night. It's Christmas Eve football. It's actually Saturday. And thank God it's at 1 o'clock my time. Because otherwise, it would go into my whole Christmas Eve. My Christmas Eve don't start till like 4:30. So I'll be able to finish that. I'm thinking, you know, when we're doing a Stogie video, we may do a live Stogie video that day. Just to save time and talk to you guys on Christmas Eve. Should be a lot of fun. Now, as if the Eagles-Dallas Cowboys game isn't big enough this coming Christmas Eve. If it isn't big enough, Micah Parsons had to go and step in it. All right, he had to go and step in it. Everybody's talking about this. I was going to talk about this last night, but I really wanted to talk about Goedert first because I knew he would get activated today. So I waited today. I was waiting to see what everybody's going to say. And, of course, it's all over the place what Micah Parsons said about Jalen Hurts. He says, is it Jalen Hurts or the team? When talking on Von Miller's podcast about whether Jalen Hurts is the MVP, he said, is it Jalen Hurts is good or is it the team, right? And really, that's a shot at Jalen Hurts. Let's face it. That is a shot at Jalen Hurts. Everything Jalen Hurts has done this year, that's taking a shot at him. And you could say, well, it's complimenting the team. Yeah, it's a backhanded slap at Jalen Hurts. That's exactly what it is. That's how Jalen Hurts is going to take it. That's how the Eagle fans have already taken it. That's how the Eagles front office and everybody on that team is going to take it. And I got to tell you, I absolutely love it. I love it. You couldn't ask for a better time for this to happen than right now. It's the perfect time because it tells me a few things, right? The first thing it tells me is it tells me why The Cowboys barely beat the Houston Texans last week. They looked horrible. They should have lost that game. Let's face it. They should have lost that game. Dak Prescott throws an interception from his own end zone. If Houston scores a touchdown, and they didn't want to score. Let's make no mistake about it. Houston didn't care about winning that game. They just were playing. Okay, but if they score a touchdown there, the game's over. They didn't even kick a field goal, which would have only made them have to kick a field goal to win at the end. They didn't even do that. They were playing to lose because they want the first pick. Let's face it. But the fact that Dallas struggled the way they did against Houston, and then to see Micah Parsons now talking about Jalen Hurts and not focusing on the Jacksonville Jaguars, you got to watch out for the upset this weekend, because obviously what it tells us is that Micah Parsons and the Cowboys, they're already looking at the Eagles. They're already overlooked last week's game versus Houston. They're probably overlooking this game versus Jacksonville, and they got all their eyes and everything set on the Philadelphia Eagles, which is great. But here's the problem for Dallas. Even if they were to beat the Eagles Christmas Eve, it doesn't matter. The Eagles are going to win a division. The Eagles are going to win. They're going to win out, and they're going to win a division. You can't stop what's going to happen. It's going to happen. But I think Micah Parsons coming out and saying what he did about Jalen Hurts, which is totally ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. Jalen Hurts, first off, Jalen Hurts is, of course, he's the MVP. If Jalen Hurts wasn't on this team, if you had Minshew playing, the Eagles would not be 12-1. There's no question in my mind. Okay, some of the throws that this guy has made, especially the last few weeks, corner of the end zone passes, bombs. I mean, pinpoint accuracy. That ain't the rest of the team making those throws. That's Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is having an MVP season. Jalen Hurts, in my opinion, is the MVP of the National Football League. And I don't take anything from Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes is absolutely fantastic. But I think Jalen Hurts having a team 12-1 and then see what he's done the last few weeks, I think Jalen Hurts is the MVP right now. Look, he's got 3,157 yards. He's got 22 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions. He's got a quarterback rating of 70.4. He has like 68% completion percentage. Then he's got, another 10 touchdowns rushing. Okay? This guy is going to throw 30 touchdowns when it's all said and done. 30 touchdowns, most likely. And most people said he couldn't get to 25 touchdown pass. I said I thought he would throw 25 touchdowns and rush for another 10. He's going to surpass that, okay? He's proven he's a franchise quarterback. He's got my full faith and confidence, 100%. You go out, you pay this man, okay? But people can't accept it right now because, and especially with Dallas, because Dallas and their fans and their team with their satanic star on their helmets, a giant satanic star. They're sacrificing chickens all over the place in Texas. Dallas has a problem. They don't like when anybody else is above them. They think the whole world revolves around them. Look, I watch videos where you could be talking about a trade between Washington and Seattle, for an example. And you'll see Dallas Cowboy fans always somehow connected to the Cowboys. Everything's always connected to the Cowboys. And when they're not in the spotlight, when they don't have the shine, they get very, very crazy. And to see the Eagles, what they did this all season, drove Cowboy fans, drove the Cowboys absolutely nuts. Then they'll see what we're doing this year. They can't fathom it. They can't fathom that that's not the Dallas Cowboys at 12-1. That's the truth. So, of course, they're worried about the Eagles. They're scared of the Eagles. And then to see what the Eagles did to the Titans and then to the Giants, yeah, they're shaking in their boots. They're shaking their boots, including the players. But these players, they're not even thinking about the Jacksonville game. They're all focused on the Eagles game. And you know what? You just gave the Eagles a lot of bulletin board material, a ton of bulletin board material. And that's the last thing you wanted to do. If I was the Dallas Cowboys, I was those players, I'd have kept quiet, shut up, and then go to work, Christmas Eve, come in, and hopefully you catch the Eagles thinking about being home with their families on Christmas and all this kind of stuff. Instead, you got the Eagles coming in a situation where they can clinch the division, probably clinch home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And now you got a quarterback who's the MVP of the league, who's torn you up already. Now you got him motivated to come out and beat your ass even more. I could not ask for a better early Christmas gift than what Micah Parsons just handed the Eagles. Am I pissed about it and am I upset about it? No. I'm absolutely glad. Thank God somebody said something. I was waiting for the Cowboys to talk crap. I was waiting for them to slip up, and that's exactly what they did. They slipped up big time. Parsons walked right into our trap. He walked right into it. Now, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. This is going to be an embarrassing game for the Dallas Cowboys. This is going to be a beatdown on Christmas Eve. And let me tell you, they better beat Jacksonville, because the way Parsons talking, the way they played last week, look, I think Dallas is more focused on the Eagles with two games before they even played them. They're worrying about the Eagles. I mean, they didn't even look good against the Colts. I mean, they scored 50-something points. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. They were up 2 points. It was like, 21-19 in the third quarter. It was like 4 minutes left in the third quarter. And the Colts just quit. They just imploded. I didn't think that was because of Dallas. And then you know what happens? Dallas comes out and they barely beat the worst team in the National Football League. That proved it, and then to have Parsons come out and say what he did, it proves to me that Dallas is overlooking the games they have before the Eagles, and that's what they're all looking and worried about. That's perfect. They fell right into our trap. Now you're going to motivate Jalen Hurts, the MVP. That's all we need. You don't see the Eagles talking about the Cowboys right now. There's been questions asked to the Eagles players already this week after the Giants game about the Dallas game, and they're all like, nah, we're focused on the Chicago Bears. We're focused on the Chicago Bears. So I want to thank Micah Parsons for giving us bulletin board material. I want to thank him for what he did, because it's only going to stir the pot. It's only going to make this game even more crazy. The build-up is going to be insane. I absolutely love it. I don't care. I hope more Dallas Cowboy players come out and talk shit, because they're stupid. They're stupid. They can't take it. You understand? The Cowboys can't stomach that the Eagles are better than them. They can't take it that our front office offices them in every area. We outdrafted them. We went and got players. And really, if you want to talk about a quarterback, let's be honest. You want to talk about a quarterback who's actually maybe, is successful because of what's around him. It's Dak Prescott, not Jalen Hurts. Okay? Dak Prescott is the one that has had a great year last year. 37 touchdown passes? Something like that. You lose some of your weapons, and look at him this year. He stinks. So maybe Parsons really needs to be looking at his own quarterback instead of Jalen Hurts. But I thank Micah Parsons for giving us bulletin board material. I'm going to send him a Christmas gift or something, because I couldn't ask for anything more than bulletin board material leading up to this game. It's a stupid move by Parsons, and the Cowboys and their fans and their team is going to have to suffer the consequences come Christmas Eve. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great win for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm going to enjoy Christmas, because I'm going to be able to sit back and know that the home field is clinched, and we got 2 games to go, and I can enjoy my Christmas, wait for Santa Claus to come, because Micah Parsons may just have handed us the best present we could possibly ask for. So am I mad about Parsons, what he said? Nah. Do I take offense to what he says? A little bit. I mean, he's wrong and it's a little bit offensive, but I'm glad he said it, because I love bulletin board material. I love anything to motivate my players. So thank you, Micah Parsons. We love it. With that said, take care. Oh, wait, I got to say this. I forgot to say this beginning video, but happy birthday to my wife. It's her birthday today. I love her. Thank you so much for being you, and we're going to have a great day. Take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. Once again, happy birthday to my wife. I love you. You don't look a day over 21 years old, and I'm the luckiest man on earth. Now, it is time to go out and party, take you out. Let's go do our thing, matrimonial duties, all that good stuff. Let's go. Denzel Washington out.